Hey everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to our hardcore Druid playthrough. We are standing atop the Zeppelin Tower, waiting for the flight that will take us over to the Undercity. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate you clicking on the video and being here with me. Figured I should probably just start here just in case I fell down an elevator or went flying off of the airship or any number of things that could possibly go wrong. Between here and the Undercity, I still need to hit up the bank to stash some of the leather that we have. Probably the cloth as well, since we've been working a little bit. We could probably get this to 50. And then at least at 50 we could learn heavy linen bandage, and we could try to level it up. Now that being said, I think we have a bit of cloth in the bank that we could pull out if we really wanted to get this going. We haven't had a lot of occasion to even eat the food that we have, so I don't really need that. I don't think that we need the bandages right now, but I'll allow for the fact that they could be useful in like a worst case scenario type situation, but I have potions right now for that. Let's see if we can get these last 5 points with the green recipe. Unfortunately, I think I saw the Zeppelin pull away as soon as I walked up to the tower, which was moments before I pressed record, so we could have a little bit of a wait on our hands. It would be cool if they put a trade goods vendor inside of the tower. That way, you know, while you wait, you could work on some of your crafting. Because we have a lot of leather, but we don't have any coarse thread. Otherwise, we could get that going. I think I'm going to stop here at 50. That way we save what we have for the heavy linen. And yeah, that's really all we can do. Again, I don't have any of the other materials we need to craft any of this stuff. But with what we have and what we have in the bank, I'm probably in a pretty good position to level this up. Maybe even get it to a point where it could make some relevant gear for us. Here we go. I wish we can get like low-res versions of the new Druid forms that take into account your skin, your hair color, or skin color on the Night Elf, or hair color. Is it hair color on both that determines it? Either way, you guys know what I mean. I wish we can get low-res models of those varying different colored forms, just so Druids can be a little bit unique when they're in their shifted modes. I have never been a fan of the, of whatever this is supposed to be. I've never been a huge fan, so I try not to think about it too much. But it is a weird looking thing. It's a weird looking thing. Luckily, we're usually back here, which makes you think, oh, it's a cat with horns. It's not exactly. It's not exactly a cat with horns. I don't know. I think they tried to work some of the Tauren into the face, but it looks more like a primate. Like a monkey face almost that's been worked into the cat. And we don't have to talk about the ears. Absolutely not. So yeah, some different models would be really good. And yeah, make them look low res. I don't want like the ones that are higher fidelity. That'd be weird. Now, we already went to Brill, so we shouldn't have to go to Brill. Yeah, we're good there. We're just going into the Undercity. Okay, perfect. I have a puppy sleeping in my lap, so you guys may at some point hear what sounds like an elongated meow, but might actually be him at some point waking up and yawning. He gives a nice long meow every time he yawns, every single time. As you can see, I'm not taking any chances. So, I think for now, I'm going to abandon this. Because it has the named guy as part of it, I really don't think we're going to do it. And I think that's okay. This one, we'll have to see what that spawns like. I mean, the other guy was camped, like his little house was camped. Somebody told me that if you do an AoE attack here, ghosts come and kill you. And I'd like to test that one day, but I don't think I even have an AoE on this character that could activate them. And I wouldn't activate them in a hardcore run, obviously, but somebody said that in a comment, and I don't know if it's true. If it is true, it's really cool. We have War Stomp. Oh, I better not. It would be pretty funny, though. Okay, no ghost here. That'd be a way to go. Killed by the ghost you didn't know about after aggroing them with War Stomp. That would be a way to go. Do I know you? Yes, this ring was my wife's. Her fate was the fate of all who fall to an... Oh, Robert speaks. Take 2. Let me drink some coffee first, actually. Okay. Yes, this ring was my wife's. Her fate was the fate of all who failed to endure these harsh times. I feel nothing for her death, nor for the story you tell of her body's abduction. Such feelings have long since grown cold within me. But desire does still burn in my dead heart rambles. Desire for revenge. So what are we going to do? Kill Veldred Moray. Veldred, once my good friend, was my wife's murderer. Although I am incapable of grieving, I do yearn for revenge. If you kill Veldred and bring me his cursed hands, then I will reward you. I last heard he was at the Greymane Wall in southern Silverpine trying to flee into the kingdom of Gilneas. So I'm assuming he's still a human.
Abound.
So how is it like you can't be emotionless if you feel a desire for revenge? Is it just like kinder emotions get burned out of you when you become Forsaken? It's got to be something like that, because vengeance, revenge, all that stuff definitely still motivates a lot of Forsaken characters, including Sylvanas herself. Yeah, we have so much cloth. We'll store everything. because whenever I craft it, it's going to have to be here in a city, so. Okay, let's do that. Let's jump on a flight.
And you are...
I'm gonna sell both of these. I think I need the silver more than anything else. I keep holding on to these, and you know, I'm probably never gonna use them. So
Do not seek death.
This had better be good.
oh, it's good.
Trust no one.
So there have really been growing speculation, and not even just speculation, but clear signs that Blizzard is going to soon have their own official hardcore servers with some kind of server-controlled rule set. I guess Blizz met with a bunch of like top people, the top brass of the hardcore community on the community council. And yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. There are definitely some changes to the rules that we follow today that I would love to have. I've talked about, I want to be able to group up in the open world to do elite villages. Now, I don't know how you do this. Maybe there's like a kill counter, right? So if I group up with people and we kill normal mobs, you can probably kill like maybe 2 or 3 before it maybe disqualifies the character for hardcore. Something like that. So it will acknowledge if you're fighting elites or if you're just fighting regular mobs. And yeah, I want to be able to group for elite villages. I feel like that's just a bunch of content that we don't get to see. You know, we want to be in Classic for the experience. So like every new inch of the world that we get to see, we should be able to explore it, including the elite villages like Pyrowood Village. There's in Loch Modan, there's the Ogre Place. So yeah, open world grouping. Let us do it. Let us do it if we want to. And then like solo play, solo hardcore is a little bit different. Like you could go solo and do full solo if you want, but let us group by the server rules. Let us group. For God's sake. That's the biggest change I think I would make. I am looking for this grave. This is the quest we picked up underneath Thunder Bluff. The stone is cold to the touch, but has obviously been abused. Trash litters the area. Nicks and gashes decorate the relief atop the coffin, and the foliage around the grave has started to grow over the site. No one cares for whoever is buried here, especially not any victims of the plague. You place the worthless pendant on the grave, and the gemstone within the setting seems to dull noticeably. As you stand to leave, you look down at the pendant. It lies lifelessly over the hands of the relief sculpted into the top of the coffin. Your thoughts are interrupted by a stiff, cool breeze passing over the sepulchre. For a moment, everything around you is silent. I like when they get into the narration. You can tell when someone's like really into their job. They're really into what they're writing when they write something like that. You can like you get like a little shiver yourself, you know. I wish there was more quest text like that kind of gave your character some feelings, you know. Gave you something to feel.
I've been expecting...
I can smell the dust of the barons on you, Druid. You have traveled far. What is this? The shell has an inner glow, as if it pulses with life. Amazing. I must study it further. Thank you, Rambles. With luck, this shell will hold a secret I can use to aid the poor land of Silverpine. I was always disappointed that this quest of hers doesn't go anywhere.
Ancestors...
It was always a big... when I found it originally, I was like super excited to go help a druid over in Silverpine, heal some stuff, and then we don't do anything for her. But I guess she's here, and we're here, and we are doing things to help. We're not really doing things to help the land. I don't think the Forsaken really give a crap about that, if I'm being honest. Journey to Hillsbred Foothills we don't have to take right now. Baron's Peril and the Weaver.
What now?
We'll pick these back up. We had these previously, and we dropped them to make room in the quest log.
Remember, patience, discipline. Hello.
Aragil's Folly. This is the Pyrowood Village quest, so we can't do that one. Why did I get like a weird feeling there was a quest in here? No? Neither of you guys?
Speak quickly.
Some pretty decent boots here.
Goodbye.
For relatively cheap. We don't have the money for it, but somebody might. What am I looking at back here? I'm just not looking at my map properly, that's all. I did not get the amount of sleep that I wanted to get last night, and this coffee that I'm drinking is not, it's not being super effective in Pokemon terms. It's not very effective.
What would you ask of death?
Rodhide Ichor, we had this one before, 8 bottles of Rodhide Ichor.
Farewell.
And then the Deathstalker's Adamant and Vincent. In preparation for the assault on Shadowfang, 2 Deathstalkers were... Oh, this is inside Shadowfang Keep. Okay.
Our time
We'll grab that. That'll be one of the first ones we drop if we have to make room in the quest log at any point. But we'll grab it for now. And we'll see if we can hang on to it. That being said, not sure when I'm going to think about doing SFK. We still have to contemplate Wailing Caverns. We're level 20 now. You guys seem to be of the opinion that we could probably do it at level 20. So, yeah. Let's head down to the south. We have a few things to do down here. Everything that we have is down there, I believe. Except, well, Rodhide Ichor's over here. Let's go do the Rodhide Ichor first. Though, I feel like we're missing a quest. Maybe we'll figure it out once we're over there. There was a quest, you find a guy's head, he talks to you. Yeah. I vaguely recall. Maybe we find it on one of the knolls. We'll see. Now we will try out cat form a little bit today. A little bit. I really like rage, and I really like bear form, and I really like being able to shift a bit. So, we'll see. I am like so far from where I ideally want to be. So far. Yeah, see, because if we go cat, then we have to wait a second. We have to get all of our energy. We can go stealth while that happens. Although going stealth doesn't really get us a lot right now. He's immune to bleed. Which makes perfect sense because he is a skeleton. That was a lot of damage really fast. It's a lot. But how much damage are we going to take? Even without being able to do the finisher, it's a lot of damage. But then again, you know, these guys are low level, so not really a great test of that. Yeah, they're level 15, so we have 5 levels on them. We'll try it out some more against the gnolls because I think we'll be able to make them bleed and maybe not. I think they're still fleshy. They might bleed. I don't think I've ever killed this guy, and I have to assume he is for a class quest. But we're gonna kill him and find out if he drops anything. Fenwick Theatros. He dropped 26 copper. It's not nothing. The person who commented and told me that I was not going to get water for him and didn't offer any other explanation, you were absolutely right. We might not get water for him. I just don't care very much about it, and apparently it's quite a bit of running around, and apparently it's not very convenient. So back onto the Blizzard possible official hardcore servers. What other things would we want to see change? So open world grouping for the villages. I want to be able to use the auction house. I want the game to be able to be a game. You know what I mean? I don't want the game... I want the hardcore aspect without like so many elements of the game just being taken away from it arbitrarily. It wasn't arbitrarily. I'm sure there are reasons why... on a server where hardcore is not enforced, I'm sure there are reasons why you want to keep people out of the auction house. But on a server where hardcore is enforced... meaning that once a character dies, it absolutely cannot res. Then I think you just let people use the auction house and let the game have an economy. Big reasons for that is like if you open up the auction house, you make a lot of professions that are not doable. Mainly I'm thinking about enchanting. Because you need certain rods later on that I'm pretty sure you can only get with the help of a blacksmith. I remember back in the days going and buying what I needed right off the auction house, you know. And then you're able to continue progressing your enchanting. But present day hardcore you can't do it, so you have a whole profession in the game that you'll take just to get the greater wand. And then once you get the greater wand, you drop it for herbalism or something else. And that's not really the way you want to play the game, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would like to see the auction house open up. Alright, let's see if these guys bleed. If it bleeds, the cat can kill it. We missed. Okay, they can bleed, so... we will try out the cat a little bit on these guys. See how we're feeling about it. I think I'll go 1, 2, and then the bleed. That feels pretty good. For this kind of pull, though, I'm going to use the bear. So I think that's another thing about the Druid, is kind of being versatile with what form you're going to use. I think I just want both these guys, don't I? See, because this is to our advantage. They can't hurt us a lot, but more hitting us is going to give us more rage, which is going to help us kill them faster. And with the heal on us up front, we come out of the fight and we still have a lot of HP. I don't think the cat is going to be the same. We could try the heal to shift to cat and see how it goes. But I don't think it's going to be as efficient HP-wise as the bear is. We don't really need to work our way in there, and I think that this is going to come from one of these guys, so they're going to drop an item that begins a quest. Potentially. We've had it not drop before. So we'll see how it goes. And see, on the cat, you have to wait to get all of your energy back, which, yeah, it takes about, what, 10 seconds, if that? Which isn't too bad. I just don't like how we come out of the fight kind of beat up, you know? Let's wait till we get a couple more abilities, maybe. Aren't we waiting for Shred? Isn't Shred the big thing for the cat? Yeah, we don't have Shred yet. I mean, we came out of that one with about the same HP. So maybe it's just an illusion. Where's the quest for the Murloc tumor and then something off the Lake Skulkers? Sometimes I get that quest and other times I don't. And I'm not sure where I pick it up. That we only get it some of the time. Let's do a couple of things to the cat bar. If we're going to keep using it. I would like to get at least a regrowth kind of out in the same place. We have... Where is... Okay, that's F4. 4. Okay. Alright, this guy's level 18. This will be a decent test of our DPS. I'm glad we killed him before whatever he was doing, because it wasn't going to be a heal, which means it was probably going to be a very detrimental disease. That probably would have lasted a long time. Needless to say, the Druid continues to delight and surprise. Curse of Thule, spirit reduced by 4 for 4 minutes. I bet they got something nastier up their sleeve, because that one he casted was purple. The other one he was trying to cast was green. So this is a curse. That the green would have been a disease. Yeah, it must be the plague weavers that have the disease. And the other ones have the curse. Yeah, the curse I don't mind. This thing, I don't want to see it. I'm glad we keep killing them. Ooh, we got some junk leather shoulder pads. That's amazing. I could pull up the character panel like we're gonna see anything besides cat. Well, that's cool. It's always nice when you just get a pair of shoulders to wear early on. Let's see how long we go without a neck or a helmet or rings. And see, it would be nice to be able to go to the auction house and spend a little bit of silver on some rings and a neck piece. I guess, like, the distinction is, like, I think you can have hardcore without it having to be solo, self-found loot rules, right? You can have a hardcore, you know, you're gonna not res the character after it dies. That's pretty freaking hardcore enough, you know what I mean? Why take away other aspects of the game to do... I think it's like in an attempt to make it harder, in quotes, but... Does that make it harder? Oh, that guy just took off. Glad I didn't engage there. Let's go over here. And yeah, I don't believe people should group for like regular quests, because I do feel like that would make it very easy for people to get to 60. I only think you should do open world grouping for the elite villages. Mail between characters? Sure, why not? I guess the exclusion would be like you don't want people mailing their next character gear and stuff ahead of time, right? But you have to allow, if you're using the auction house, you have to open up the mailboxes, so maybe just no player-to-player mail. Then again, you could just put something up on the auction house, jump on your other character. I guess I get it, because... Yeah, but then again, once you open that up, it doesn't matter, because if we're not doing solo self-found, then we can open up the gear a little bit. You can purchase things off the auction house, etc. I feel like it would be better. I know some people might think, well, no, that's kind of against the spirit of it. You gotta find your own gear, you can't use the auction house, but I feel like it would make it better, and I feel like more people would get into it, and it would also utilize parts of the game that we're not utilizing right now, like, you know, the whole economy. Because real life is hardcore, and it has an economy. There's an economy in this game that we're just ignoring, we're not using it, and I think that's a shame. Can I take both these guys as a cat? What's that gonna be like? Oh, it doesn't matter because he didn't pull. Let's move him out of the way. These guys don't seem to run, so... should be good. Oh, we're 8 out of 8. I'm just talking and killing things because... oh, boy, did I not get enough sleep last night. We never found the head, which happens sometimes, I guess. Well, either way... do we want to turn this one in before we head to the south? Yeah, I think we should. We should do that, and then I could maybe also set my Hearthstone here. Well, right now it's in Orgrimmar. That might not be a bad place for it to be. And Silver Pine isn't super large. You know, I kind of expected to get travel form at some point. And we never did. Maybe level 30. Yeah, maybe level 30 is travel form, and then you have those 10 levels from 30 to 40 before you get your mount. That must be what it is. That works. I'm trying to make these guys bleed, and they just aren't gonna. They aren't gonna bleed. Part of me also worries, and this is just like, this worry is not me being negative. It's not my fault, okay? I feel this way because of experiences that we've had, things that have been done in the past, okay? What I worry about is that Blizzard does this whole official hardcore server thing and it kills hardcore. That's what I worry about. I worry that everybody from here, you know, Blood Cell Buccaneers, everybody goes to the new server, right? We kind of leave this place in a shambles. Some people still... There will always be holdouts in any situation like this. There will be people who will not go along with the grain and will probably continue to play just as they do in the servers that they play on today, following the same rules that they use today. There will probably be people that do that, but anybody hearing about hardcore, thinking about getting into hardcore after Blizzard has official hardcore servers, those people are going to go to those servers. You know how when I got into hardcore, I went to Blood Cell Buccaneers because people told me that that was the place to do hardcore runs. And that's what we tell people today, because they don't hear it from any other source. But if Blizzard start talking about their official hardcore servers, and they hear about hardcore and get interested, a new person to this, they're going to go to the hardcore official Blizz servers. They're probably not going to wind up on Blood Cell Buccaneers. Unless they know a friend, you know, or have been recruited, whatever. But you know what I mean. Less people are going to find their way to communities like this. And my worry is that if the Blizzard hardcore servers aren't good, the way that Blood Cell Buccaneers is good, people will stop playing hardcore, but then there might not be a place to retreat back to. That's just the worry I have, you know. I wish I could just have faith that it would all be well, but
Dark Lady,
I have no doubt that they're not, you know, and they're not doing this because they're all super excited about hardcore. They're doing this because it's a chance to raise monthly active users. That's what this is, just like Season of Mastery was. That's what the hardcore official servers are going to be. Anyway, I won't complain about Blizzard too much. I won't start talking about Mike Ybarra and how he's definitely not one of us. We'll just continue playing the game. Let's go down to Amber Mill. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's keep playing the game. And yeah, sometime in 2023. Sometime in 2023, maybe sooner than we'd think, maybe within the next 6 months, we will have some kind of official, hardcore, classic era Blizzard servers. And we'll just cross our fingers and hope it's not another Season of Mastery that falls right on its face, right out of the gate. And we'll hope it's not another Fresh Start server of Maladeth that fell flat on its face, basically as soon as everyone hit max level and realized that those were not the servers they wanted to be on and transferred off. We'll just hope that, like, they do it and it's good. And I hope that they don't have too many of these servers. In fact, I hope it is one server maybe per region. One massive server to kill us all. One big server to die in. You guys can fill in the rest. But yeah, you see what I mean. I want one big server. And yeah, I guess they would, you know, are they going to do, is it going to be PvE? I guess it's going to be its own rule set. So how does PvP work into that? Do you need to have a hardcore PvP server and a hardcore PvE server? Because that is not going to be a great choice to split people up that way. Because right now, with the Blood Cell Buccaneers being on the RP server, we don't split people up by their preferences of PvP or PvE. But if we're going with like a traditional Blizzard server rule set, it kind of dictates that whatever they do, it's going to be either PvE or PvP. And then if it's one or the other, they have to offer the opposite. So now we're talking about 2 servers, which is bad. It's bad. I think that the better thing to do would just not have it be one server, and then it has to be decided how PvP is handled on the server. You know what I mean? Just I don't think you can have it be PvE or PvP because then you have to have 2 servers, and you don't want 2 servers. Now, Alteric Staff is in the building. Baron's Peril is up around the back side. We come back here, go up a hill, and get in. Let's try to work our way. Oh, you know, we have 15 minutes until server maintenance, I believe. 14 minutes. Can we do this in 14 minutes? I think so. Can we do both of them in 14 minutes and get back? I don't know. I know what will help is using some of our awesome stealthing ability here and getting back into this building without fighting a million of these guys is going to be essential. Now, I think we're going to have to fight in the room. And maybe we go right into bear form. Maybe we pop out of stealth into bear form. The warden... Ooh, somebody's going to detect us, I worry. Let's come back this way. That was close. I don't feel super comfortable. Let's jump up here. These guys are at level with us, so their ability to detect us is probably pretty high. Guys, this is where we go to die, I think. I think that's where we go to die. Huh. Yeah, no. We're not doing that at this level. No. Not even a chance. There's nothing you could say to me to convince me how I feel this morning, how tired I am, how the coffee isn't working. There's nothing you could say to convince me to pull anything in that room. We're gonna get the Voidwalker and the Warlock and one other caster. That's 2 casters and a Voidwalker. That's gonna be an immense amount of physical damage. Okay, so we go in with full heals. We got a regrowth, we got a rejuve, we're in bear form. We kill the Clothies, kill the Voidwalker. By then we've probably aggroed at least one other thing. If we aggro more than one other thing, then at that point we've probably aggroed the whole room. At that point there would be nowhere to retreat to because we stealthed in. Okay, yeah, so we can't do that. We can't do it that way. When we do it, we have to clear everybody out. We can't stealth into the room, expect that's going to have a happy ending with no exit strategy in place. Oh, they have a fire shield. Nasty, nasty fire shields. Let's check out the situation with this guy. Maybe it'll be a little bit different. We also have the Drudgers and the Guardians are here. So we can maybe do 2 quests at once here. These guys are also quite high of a level. We're gonna pop... Oh man. Whew, 3 of them. We'd probably have to fight 3 of them to get in there. I don't feel like super okay with that. Maybe we can draw this guy out. Okay, he's coming out. Here we go. This is better. That was a big old miss. Okay, we can make them bleed, so that's helpful. Definitely should have went bear form there. Now that we're in cat, I'm gonna stay, but reaction shifts have to be bear form because we're gonna pop with no energy on the cat, and at least with the bear we're building rage. Okay. Oh, that was not really what I wanted. I did want to go into bear form, but we'll do it after this pull. What I really can't have happen is I can't get disconnected in this cave, though. If I get disconnected in this cave, chances are when I log back in, I'm probably going to get killed. So we don't have to rush, but what we do have to do is make sure that if we're not gonna make it, we have to get out. I'm gonna pop a potion and then a heal after this guy dies. We're just not hitting him. We're missing, he's parrying, we're just not hitting him a lot, that's all. It's a hit rate thing, and we don't have a high chance to hit him right now because he is level 20. We are level 20. We got the Buccaneers Gloves of the Owl, Intellect Spirit Cloth Gear. Guys, I have to peel out of here. I gotta get us out. I gotta get us out safely. Ideally, I gotta get us back to the Sepulchre. I could hearth out in 9 minutes, but the servers are not going to be up for 9 minutes. That's the thing about that. So, yeah. We're going to head back to town and hopefully get some of that rested XP and at least be safe. That's how I have to play this. I'm loving the Druid too much to make a silly mistake due to tiredness and all that jazz. So yeah, let's get out of here. The road is not clear. We probably would have been better to go down and just get the guy's hands. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be slow. It's a good thing in this case that we have not had thorns up the entire episode. Because these guys would probably take a lot longer to drop. Okay. I could heal if we have to. Yeah, there we go. They dropped. Well, at least the one did. Frost Mage does not want to give up so easily. It looks like we are going to make it, but it's going to be close. So level 20, I don't remember, but I think the priest was level 24 or 25? We're getting close. We're getting close to the threshold of highest leveled character. We've passed the 20 threshold, which a lot of you guys seem to think is like the threshold for success. If you get past level 20, apparently you are a lot more likely to get the character to 60. So yeah, I'm super excited to be here. It's been a really great journey. It started off really rocky on the Druid for the first 10 levels, and then every moment since we got bear form has just gotten better and better. And thank you guys for being here for it, because without you, there would be a lot less of me. So I really appreciate you guys showing up and all the support. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.